And that is how you do it. I literally have my camera stacked on 2 hockey pucks to make a tripod. Okay, let's get rolling with this video. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's a new video today. It's something a little different than I normally have done, but I decided to get a little crafty since I'm spending a good amount of time at home, and I'm going to be tie-dyeing some sweatshirts today. Also, my Instagram is right here, so you guys can follow along and see what I'm up to. I'm posting on my stories all the time and posting pictures, so I know you guys would like to see that. The things that you're gonna need for this project, I got everything on Amazon and I'll link it all in the description for you so you can find it nice and easy. But I just kind of picked out the colors that I wanted and kind of looked up a couple general ideas of like how to tie-dye just so I knew what to get. So the first thing that I got was some squirt bottles. These are 13-ounce bottles. It was basically the only thing that was available on Amazon for like the Prime situation. A good amount of those. Well, I have 3 because I got 3 different color dyes. So for the dye, so this is Rit in the color dark green. It's a liquid one. And then I got cocoa brown chocolate, and this is a powder, so I don't really know. We'll have to read the instructions on how to do that. And then I also got tangerine, and that is also in a powder. So those are the 3 colors that I got. And then I got a big old pack of rubber bands because they said you needed to use a bunch of rubber bands. So I got those. And I have some gloves because the dye's gonna get on my hands, so I don't want that to happen. And then I also have my sweatshirts. So I just got a basic white hoodie, and I got an oversized, or like I think I got a size large. Yeah, I got a size large because I love everything to be really big on me. I like big sweatshirts and like oversized. So, and then I got a zip up one, all white, and it has like little strings on the hood and then a zipper in the middle. And this is a large also. This one fits a little bit smaller than the hoodie, so I don't really know why that happened. And then I have some little socks. I have more, but I don't know what colors I want to do yet, so I just have like little tube socks that I was thinking of tie-dyeing also. Thought that would be kind of cute. So those are the sweatshirts that I have, and those are all the things that you're gonna need. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. So I'll see you outside and we'll get to tie-dyeing. Alright, I got everything all lined up out here. I'm outside now. I have the dye that I want to use, and then I have the rubber bands, the bottles, and then I got some little roasting trays because I heard that that's like a good way of keeping the dye from spilling. So I think the first step is I'm going to get these wet and then start to crinkle them up with the rubber bands. Alright, so now I have it nice and soaked. I wrung it out. I squeezed it a bunch of times till the water didn't come out of it, but it's still really heavy. And then I just got this container and I flipped it upside down so that way I didn't get anything all messed up. And then now I'm gonna take my rubber bands and kind of do like this little crinkling motion. I'm gonna try and show it as best I can on here and just kind of like scooch it up like this and then attach it with the rubber bands. So I'm gonna get to working on it and I'll show you guys what I end up with. This is the first band that I've added, and I'm basically just kind of making it really wrinkled and kind of scrunching it up like this. Now that it's all wrapped up with the rubber bands and very scrunchied, I got a nice little texture going on it. Took a minute, but we got it there. Now I'm gonna put it in the little roasting pan and get the dye all situated. It's funny, it kind of looks like a seahorse now. There's my sweatshirt, all good to go. Now I'm gonna get the dye all mixed together in my little bottle, and then I think because this seems like a little bit more of a intense project, I'm just gonna stick with one thing at the moment. Got a little ahead of myself, but that's kind of my personality anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix the dye in this bottle and get things going for the dyeing process. Now I have my bottle. It's a 13-ounce squeeze bottle, and I'm just going to take my powdered dye, and I don't know, the back of the package says to add some dish soap to it, so I'm just gonna, I guess, just add like a little drop. Not quite sure how much to add, but we're just gonna wing it and add a teensy little bit. Get the water hot. Oh, I'm gonna put gloves on because I don't want to get the dye on my hands. Okay, I'm gonna use this pan. Put it in here in case I spill it. I'm using the brown color, and I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit inside. I don't know, maybe like a teaspoon, a little bit more than a teaspoon. That seems good. So I just have that in there with a little bit of dish soap, and now I'm gonna fill it up with some hot water. I added a little, maybe like a teaspoon of the brown dye, and now, oh, it also has a little bit of the dish soap in it, and I'm just gonna stir it or like shake it up a little bit and see what the color looks like. I feel like I'm gonna need to add more dye to it because it kind of looks copperish, copper color, but okay. Whoa. Okay, let's... All right, now I'm back outside. I got the bottle all situated. I ended up filling it up to 12 ounces of just hot water from the sink, and I ended up using the whole box of dye because I read the box and it said that that was enough for what I'm making, so it wasn't that difficult. And so I have my little baking pan, and I put the sweatshirt in it, and I have them all, oh, there's some dye on my hands. And I have it all tucked in here and wrapped up with the rubber bands. Now I'm just gonna squirt it with the dye. Alright, we're going for it. Oh my god. I haven't done this before, so I'm just kind of like learning as I go. I think I'm supposed to cover most of it, but I'm just kind of making sure I cover all the sweatshirt before I run out, because I think I need to flip it over to get the other side, and I want to make sure I have enough. I think it's looking pretty nice so far. I used about half. Now maybe I'll turn it over. Kind of looks like I'm roasting a steak or something. Nice steak sauce going on it. I'm liking the color so far. If it stays like this, that would be nice. I think obviously it's gonna wash out a little bit, but I don't know if I want to get all of the white, so I might just leave a little bit. So now I'm just gonna let it sit in there for a few hours. I'm not quite sure how to know when it's done, but I'm just gonna let it sit in there for maybe 3 hours, maybe a little bit more than that. And then we'll take it to the next step. Good morning, everyone. It's the next day. So last night I left the sweatshirt in the roasting pan. I think I finished up around 6 o'clock, and I know I said I was going to leave it for only like 3 or 4 hours, but it ended up being like, what, after that it would probably be like 10, and I was like exhausted and not really feeling up for dealing with all the dye and everything like that. So I ended up leaving it overnight, and now it's 11:30 or 12, so it's been in there for a lot of hours now, and so I'm hoping that things are going to be okay. It's still in the roasting pan, and I'm getting ready to rinse it out. I'm just going to put on some gloves and put it in the sink, and you're supposed to rinse it out until the water runs clear and then put it into the wash. That's the first thing that I'm going to do, and then we'll see how that goes, and hopefully it's gonna turn out, because I'm kind of nervous. Wish me good luck, guys. Wish me good luck. Fingers crossed. Stop this video, or like pause this video and comment the fingers crossed emoji for me, and then keep watching. Alright, there it is, still in the pan, and I had a little bit of leftover dye, so I just left it in the bottle in case I thought of something else I could do with it. So let's get into it. I guess I'll put these on now. Oh, these are big. Oh my gosh, look how big these are. There. I don't know if I'm supposed to take the rubber bands off or leave them on, so I'm just gonna leave them on. Alright, now I've been rinsing it out a whole bunch in the sink. Now it's running clear, basically as much as possible. Whoa, without it actually going through the wash. So now I'm just gonna put it back in the pan and take it to the washing machine. And then I think I'll set it in there. Whoa. I think I'm gonna set it in the washing machine and then take the rubber bands off. I ended up leaving the rubber bands on while I was rinsing it out because I wasn't too sure if I was supposed to take them off or not, and I didn't want to risk messing up the pattern or anything like that just because of the rubber bands. And it actually was a lot easier to rinse it off with the rubber bands on. So I'm gonna go to the washing machine and get it all nice and clean. Alright, so I'm in the laundry room. If you don't want to use your own laundry or like washing machine, like me, I didn't want to take the chance and ruin my own washing machine. So you can either go to the laundromat or you can just use a friend's that doesn't really care if there's might get a little extra dye in it. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And I mean, people do this all the time, so I don't think there's any chance of ruining your washing machine, but I just didn't want to take that chance. So this is what I'm gonna do. And now I have scissors. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off the rubber bands and get it ready to throw it into the wash. So let's get to cutting. Lefty problems. How do the scissors know when you're left-handed? I think I got all of the rubber bands cut off. No, there's one more. Alrighty. Now I got them all cut. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I did that. No. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Alright, now all the rubber bands are off. I'm gonna just get ready to put it into the wash. So, make sure there's no rubber bands attached to it. I'm gonna drop it in. Oh, there it is. I'll just see you in a few. You guys only have to wait like 1 second, but I have to wait 59 minutes, so. I'm just gonna go now so we can let it do its thing, but then we'll be ready to see how it turned out. I ended up running this for 2 times around to like the full cycle. I didn't do like the quick wash or anything like that. I just did the full cycle and I did it on cold. So I washed it twice just to make sure that all the dye was out or if there's any that might bleed. I guess I could have done it a 3rd time, but I feel like 2 times is enough. So now I'm just gonna take it out and put it in the dryer on like the air dry setting. That way it doesn't shrink. So let's see how it looks. Cool. It's on air dry, so I feel like it might take a little bit longer than normal, obviously because there's no heat, but I don't want it to shrink up. So we'll check on it in a little bit and I'll try it on and see how it looks. Whoa, who made that? I made that. I made that sweatshirt. Yeah, I did. So that is the final look. I'm so happy with how it came out. I think the color looks exactly like the box. At first I thought it wasn't going to be the same as the box just because I saw this part being more like a red tone. The sweatshirt feels like super high quality and I definitely can see myself wearing this all the time. So if you guys end up making this, which I hope you do, be sure to tag me in your pictures on Instagram because I want to see what you guys can come up with. You can totally do the same color as me. I will have everything linked in the description. And if you don't do this color and you pick some other awesome color, I definitely want to see how it comes out. So definitely tag me. I always have my Instagram at the beginning of my videos and I'll put it right here also, so you guys can follow me. And make sure you subscribe and you like this video. Give it a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a single video and you get an alert when I upload. So comment what you want to see in my next video. From my boots all the way up to my roots. Wow, that was terrible. I wanted to say thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!